Hello Year 3, it is Thursday the 21st of January and this is our Jigsaw lesson for piece 3, which is called A New Challenge. And this piece goes towards building our bigger puzzle of dreams and goals. So today we are learning to work well independently on a new challenge. I enjoy facing new learning challenges and working out the best ways for me to achieve them. I break down a goal into a number of steps and know how I can achieve it. Our key vocabulary this week is going to be garden, decoration, dream, goal, teamwork, enterprise, design and cooperation. Okay, so let's take a moment to share our charter. We take turns to speak. We use kind and positive words. We listen to each other. We have the right to pass. We only use names when giving compliments or when being positive. We respect each other's privacy. Confidentiality. Okay, so for our connect us, what I would like you to do is think about this question. If you had to leave your home in 5 minutes, what 3 things would you take with you and why? I want you to pause the video now and think about if you had 5 minutes left in your house and then you had to leave, which 3 things would you take with you and why? Pause the video now. Okay everybody, it's time for calm me. So you need to make sure you are sitting in a chair if possible. Your feet are flat on the floor and you are sitting up nice and tall. Okay. I want you to come with me as we help our minds to get peaceful and calm. Imagine the golden thread is pulling up gently through the top of your head, stretching your spine so you feel proud and dignified. Keep both feet flat on the floor and your hands loosely in your lap. Close your eyes gently as you ask your mind to focus on your breathing. We are breathing all the time, but usually we don't notice. But now I want you to notice that you are breathing and how nice it feels. Breathe in through your nose and count in your head. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slowly, gently. Breathe out again, feeling your tummy sink back in and hear your mind silently say, leave my troubles at the door. In, 1, 2, 3, 4. Out, leave my troubles at the door. Okay, I'm going to hit the chime. And as I hit the chime, I want you to breathe in and out, hearing the 1, 2, 3, 4. Leave my troubles at the door. Breathe gently and be aware that your body is calming down as well. Your muscles are relaxing, your arms, your shoulders, your tummy, your legs, your face. Everything relaxing so you feel calm and peaceful. Your precious body is relaxed and your mind is feeling calm. Listen carefully again to the chime, and when you can no longer hear any sound, start to bring your body and mind back into the classroom. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, and bring that quiet mind back to focus on this moment right now. Let's learn. Okay, it's time to open our minds. So, on the screen you should see some different pictures of different gardens. I want you to make a note of any different garden decorations that you can see. So look carefully at the pictures, pause the video and make a note of any garden decorations that you can see. Pause the video now. Okay, now on this page it's the same. So I want you to pause the video, look carefully at the pictures and add to your notes any garden decorations that you can see in these pictures. Pause the video now. Okay, tell me or show me. So the challenges for you over the next couple of weeks is to create a garden for a specific person or group of people. You could design your garden for visually impaired people, so that means people that can't see very well or at all, disabled people who use a wheelchair or a walking frame, people who are hard of hearing, so that means that they struggle to hear properly or at all, people who are in hospital and need an outdoor space, children who live in a place with no safe green spaces, or elderly people who can't bend down. Now, you have been emailed a list of objects which you can include in your garden, and today you are going to plan what your garden will be like. Who are you making your garden for? And what will you have in your garden? Make sure that the objects you choose from the list match the person or people that you are making the garden for. So for example, if you're making the garden for disabled people who use a wheelchair or a walking frame, you don't want to have any play equipment in the garden because they're not going to be able to use it very easily. So you need to think of things off of the list that will match the needs of the person or people that you're designing your garden for. Okay, now time for Let Me Learn. You are going to begin to plan and design your garden by creating a mind map of your ideas. Okay, so you need to create a plan today. We're going to be drawing your garden out next week, but for this week we're just going to plan our ideas. So we should have our My Garden in the middle, and around the outside you're going to draw and write about your ideas. So who is it that you're going to be designing your garden for? What objects do you want to have in your garden? So use the list that's been emailed to you to help you. What is it? What objects do you want in your garden for those people? Maybe you've got an idea of what shape your garden needs to be, or something else that it needs to have that maybe isn't on the list that you think would be really good for that type of person that you are planning for. Okay, so here is the list of items that has been emailed to you. It's a list of all the different things that you can get to go in your garden, and it's also got the prices there as well, so maybe you could start to think about the prices, although you'll be doing that a little bit more next week. So you need to pause the video and just make a note of which ones you would like to include in your garden. If you've got the email with the list, fab, don't worry about pausing the video. If you do not have it, if you can't access it or you can't get onto your emails, just pause the video here and rewind where you need to and make a note of the things that you think would be really good in your garden for the person or the people that you are designing it for. Okay, so I'm going to do my spider diagram now to plan out my ideas for my garden. So in the middle, I'm just going to put my garden. Okay, then I'm just going to use a different colour to do my bubble around it. It's a bit like a flower, doesn't it? Lovely. And then I'll draw my lines. Okay, so I think I'm going to design my garden for somebody who is hard of hearing. So someone that can't hear very well. So I need to make sure that everything I choose from the list that has been emailed everything I choose needs to be suitable for somebody who maybe can't hear very well. So I'm going to try and choose lots of things that they can see, lots of lovely things that they can see. So not necessarily hear, because they're not going to be able to hear those things, but lots of lovely things for them to look at and to do in their garden. So I'm looking at the list, and I think I'm definitely going to have a bench, a nice place to sit at and look at all the lovely things in the garden. So I definitely like a bench. And maybe a parasol, so like an umbrella for sunny days, to give them a little bit of shade. So now in the garden items section, I think I'm gonna definitely have a raised flower bed and have lots of lovely flowers for them to look at. And maybe to smell as well, that would be nice. Oh, a nice garden pond. That would certainly be lovely, wouldn't it? For them to look at, and they could maybe have some fish in there to feed as well. That would be nice. A greenhouse, so that they could grow some vegetables. And a bird feeder. They get to see lots of lovely birds coming. They might not be able to hear the birds, but they'll be able to watch lots of lovely birds coming to get some of the seed from the bird feeders. I'd quite like a garden lawn. Oh, maybe a real grass garden lawn. What else? Oh, some garden lights. That might make it look nice even in the dark. Okay, now I'm looking at the plants. So maybe some vegetable plants, because I've already said it might be nice for them to be able to grow their own things in their greenhouse. So that would be good to start them off. Okay, and some greenhouse plants as well. Greenhouse plants. And then I'm going to look in the free items. There's a free items section at the bottom where you can get some things for free. They've been donated by other people. So I'm going to have the garden soil and compost. That's free. We like free things, don't we? Garden soil, compost. And what else can we have? Some pots and planters, definitely helpful. You just notice how I'm making my lines curve into the space that I've got left around the page. Some garden tools as well, so that they can do their own planting. That would come in handy. And maybe some bark chips. That might look nice around the edge of the garden. Bark chips. Okay, so these are all the things that I have planned for my garden. If you then want to, once you've done your mind map, once you've written all your things down, you can then maybe draw some pictures as well around the outside of some of the different things. So you could maybe draw a pond, you could draw a bird feeder, you could draw a flower bed, greenhouse plants, whatever you want to really. You don't have to draw a picture for every single one. You could just choose a few in the space and draw a few pictures of the items as well. Okay. We have now reached the end of our lesson. So now it's time for Help Me Reflect. I want you to copy and complete these sentences, please. I am feeling something about my challenge. So now that you've done your plan, How are you feeling about your challenge going forward, your challenge to design this garden for the type of person that you have chosen? How are you feeling about it? And the second sentence, I am looking forward to, tell me something you're looking forward to, okay? So after you've done your mind map, you need to write 2 sentences, copy and complete those sentences there. So pause the video to write your sentences. Okay, thank you very much, everybody. Can't wait to see the ideas that you've come up with. Don't forget, you can tweet a photo of your learning and tag @Swingate Primary, or you can email your mind map, a photo of your mind map, to your Year 3 teacher, to the Year 3 email address. Thank you, everybody. See you again next time. Bye.